Welcome to the Path to Purpose interview show, where we share our unique and universal stories about finding and fulfilling our purpose. My name is Katja, and I'm your host and a mentor for LIGHTworkers. My intention is to inspire you on your path to purpose. Today, I have a pleasure to interview my dear friends, Antonia Van Becker and Katja, who are the founders of Self-Health Institute. They love helping clients get past overwhelm, self-doubt, and chronic health issues so they can be a powerful presence and have success they've dreamed of. So let's find out more about how that is possible and also get to know more Antonia and Craig. So let's get started. So welcome. It's lovely to have you here.
Thank you so much, Katja. It's so lovely to talk to you.
Yeah.
So I just introduced you very, very briefly. So could you please tell us a bit more about you and also share your physical location so we will put you on the map?
Yeah. So a little bit about us. We've been doing this together as a couple for 40 years now.
Wow.
We just had our 35th wedding anniversary. So we're so excited about life and about where we are in life right now and being able to do our thing and serve the people around us and people around the world. And we're out in the country. We're 10 miles from everything, north of San Francisco, about 45 minutes as you drive. And we live in an area where there's more cows and horses than people.
Oh, wow.
A little town that's not even an official town.
Lincoln, you miss it.
Called Nicasio. So.
All right, and I am so excited actually that I will get a chance to come to visit you.
Yeah.
And congratulations for your wedding anniversary. What amazing thing that you have been together 35 years in marriage and even 40 years together and doing the work together. So what is your secret of long-lasting love? Was there a story that led you together and then, more importantly, led you together doing the work together?
Yeah. Well, we met in a choir. So we were singing together from the very beginning, and we still sing together and love to sing together, love to write songs. And so it's been so interesting because we've learned how to work together, not just how to love and be together physically, you know, and in a family, but also having to do the 9-to-5 kind of, even though we're entrepreneurs and so we don't exactly do that. But I think, right now, it's a little too much. Yeah, 9 to 9. No.
I like the 9 to 2.
9 to 2. That would be much better. But really, I think what it comes down to for us is being the one that, for me, being who I want to love. So being the person I want to love, and how that translates into everyday life is something that we've really learned as we've changed careers, because we weren't always doing healing work. We had, I worked in Silicon Valley. He worked as a music software guy, you know, not far from Silicon Valley. And so we had that 9-to-5 or still 8-to-8 deal. But it was sometimes it changed and we had different jobs, and we always had to look at what the other person was doing and say, okay, so maybe that rough spot is happening for them now, but it's their turn. That's their rough spot. And someday I might have a rough spot and that will happen to me. And so we have to give each other breaks and give each other that time where maybe things aren't optimal for yourself, or, you know, maybe someone loses a job, or, you know, something happens. And so being compassionate to your partner and to yourself, as you would hope that person would be to you, is really what it comes down to in that heat of the moment time when I get all pissed off or upset about what's happening. Oh, this person, rah, 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 isn't doing this or that. And then I have to think, okay, you know, how would I feel in that position? And how would I like someone to treat me? Would I really like some loving kindness right now?
Mm.
Would understanding and compassion feel better? Would a hug feel better than, you know, icing someone out, than pushing someone away? And of course it would, right? We all want that loving. We all want forgiveness. We all want the compassion for being where we are in the moment, no matter how, you know, sometimes it's not pretty, but we all just, right? But we all sometimes need just a helping hand to get back on our feet and feeling good. And so that's what I think has helped us, is that we try and give each other that, you know, that compassion in the moment.
That is beautiful.
And there's one other thing I want to add. And over time, when you look at a long period of time, because we've been together for a long time, there have been times when one of us was in a growth time where we were spiritually seeking out new ways of looking at things, and the other person we didn't always go together.
Mm.
It was up
Exactly.
and down and different paths to get to where we would end up together. And in doing that, it allowed us to grow in a way where we could really be ourselves and serve each other at the same time.
Yeah.
Mm. And I love that, like also allowing that freedom and because evolve, as much as we would love that everything is always hand in hand and we grow together, sometimes we have our own journey, and then it's just having that compassion and love, and just we're gonna get through, and I'm here to support you. That's what I hear, all that you share. I'm here for you, but also what you shared, Antonia, I'm here for myself.
Absolutely. And that compassion is stop one right here. You know, we need to be able to feel that love and compassion inside ourselves, because it's difficult to put it out there if it's not in there already. And we do have that. Everyone has that within themselves.
So that I use as a little bridge towards, because I'd love to hear, you had different paths, you were doing different things, and now you have this self-help institute. Was there some spark? How did that all start? Like, was there a special event that made you like one day wake up and say, hey, hello, darling, let's
Right.
You know, as I think it usually goes, necessity, that saying, necessity is the mother of invention. And back in the 90s, we were both working very hard in our corporate jobs, and I got sick. And I had a pretty serious illness, although I didn't look at it that way because I'm just not that way. But over a period of about 6 months, my health really diminished quite a bit. I lost a lot of weight. I'd gone to doctors. I was taking drugs, going to specialists. And at the end of the 6 months, my doctor had said, there's nothing medically wrong with you, Greg. And it just made no sense to me. So at that moment, I knew I had to really take responsibility for my health. And it wasn't like figuring it out, but as soon as I took responsibility and said, I need to take action, then these miracles started to happen. The people showed up. So one of the first people was someone who'd been a teacher in my first 1977 massage class when I was very young and doing my massage certification. And I got that doctor's visit, and I showed up at the local Whole Foods, because I was starving all the time, because I had a really... As I'm walking through the aisles, up walks this woman, Priscilla Capel, from my 1977 massage class. I said, "Priscilla, I've been meaning to call you." And she said, "I know, your pancreas is really in trouble." She was very intuitive. She'd been dreaming about me.
Yeah.
And I went to see her, and in a 90-minute session, isn't that amazing? So in this 90-minute healing session,
Yeah.
it stopped me in my tracks, that's for sure. And when I went to see her, she did her healing work on me, energetic healing, and all the symptoms were gone from that moment on. And I really thought, wow, this is incredible. And it took a couple of years to sink in, but I was in the neighborhood where she's at, and I went by her house a couple of years later thinking, I wonder if she teaches this. And she was in her driveway taking pictures of these charts that she would hand draw to put into her 2-volume thick manual that was part of her class. And that was the beginning. I took the first year, Antonia took the next year, then we did the third year together. And that was 25 years ago, and we just started doing it.
And then we started working with her, apprenticing. Then we opened our own doors of our business, and then we started teaching the certification class. So we did that for many years, and then moved out of the area up north more, and kept thinking, oh my gosh, how can we help more people? How can we bring this incredible healing that people can do for themselves? So how can we, condense it into something that's so easy that people can just learn very quickly? And that's where Self-Health Institute came from. Healing yourself, learning how to ask for guidance from your own body and get the answers that you need so that you can cure your own chronic diseases, which is where my history of my issues with my health came from, or it was more long-term chronic from when I was a kid. And so Priscilla actually helped me start to get a handle on that. And then as we started doing our business, it's all of my symptoms, from irritable bowel and getting pneumonia and bronchitis every year, things like that, it has all gone away. And that's from our self-healing work, our core talk.
And thank you so much for sharing your personal journeys and struggles, and then how everything turned around, and what a divine timing. That was just like, wow, like it is like, okay, how divine orchestrated. Sometimes like people like you meeting your teacher in the supermarket, like, okay, yes, I've been waiting for you.
Amazing.
And then again, like she being on the driveway when you went to look for that, like it's just like, okay, how perfect is that?
Yeah.
But there is also another piece here, like being willing to seek for the help and say, yes, I'm here, I'm open, I want to do something. And that is something I want to ask you next, because there might be people now watching this and having some sort of struggles in their lives. So what would be in your opinion, what is the reason why people struggle so much with the health in their lives? And sometimes it can be also just the chronic, sometimes it's more accurate
Yeah.
at the moment. What is there? Do you have anything? What is the background there with the health issues, as you have been working so many years in this field?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go. You want
Should
to
I
go?
answer?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, people's lives and their experiences through life are expressed and reflected in every moment. And many of the things that have happened to us over time, difficult things, traumatic things, emotional and energetic ways in which we go through our life, they add up. And it's that kind of heaviness of the past that weighs on the moment where we're not feeling free and healing in the moment. And what we do is we help people hear what their body is saying, really ask questions to the body and ask it, what should I do now to be able to free myself of these things from the past and let go of the heaviness and begin to heal?
Mm-hmm.
So the body just has such a divine ability to communicate to us that when we ask it very simple questions, it gives us direct answers of what to do. So then we follow that information, and it really allows people to let go of things that are holding them back and move towards a healthier time, being happier, being able to really follow their dreams.
Yeah. And because what we have found, that old saying, the issues are in the tissues, it just keeps coming back around to that. You know, sometimes it's a little bit clichéic, but what we have found in our work over all these years with so many people, that the things that have happened in the past, whether it's stuff from childhood or even stuff that happened, a nasty divorce or a natural disaster. We've had a lot of fires around here in Northern California, and people losing their houses. And their animals and all their belongings. And it's very traumatic. And those kinds of events, even separations, can cause the energetic system of the body not to flow as freely as it needs to optimally supply all the cells and all the systems in your body the way your body needs it. And so when those heavy events can add up, if you have some from childhood, then the ability of your body to function optimally decreases. And that's what we do when we talk to your body, and we say, where do you want to go first? And well, we don't ask the question because it's not the right question, but we ask it what it wants to do, where it wants to start, what it wants to start clearing out, taking out these blockages, and energetically taking away that heaviness from the old experiences that allows then the systems of the bodies to reinvigorate and energize the body optimally to make all those systems, your neurologic, your, circulation, all of your different systems of the body to operate optimally. That's what we do.
Yeah, that's so fascinating. Like how much wisdom we have in our bodies and how much we can use it for us, like gaining that insights from our body. So now, because the heaviness was something I was like, I so hear you. I get that. Because that was something I carried a long, long time with me. So I can relate to that experience, like feeling somewhat heavy, and through some experiences that I went through this past life. So I carried them with me and I sense that. So if now somebody's out there and feels like I get that too, I know what you're talking about with the heaviness. So what would be the first step towards changing them? Like what could they do if they are now, of course, contacting you straight away? There are people who can help you, but where could they start? What could they do?
Yeah, I think awareness is really the key.
Yeah.
Awareness that you do have an effect on your health and on your life, and that your attitude towards yourself and towards your life in every moment is what more than anything affects your health and the outcome in that moment. So it's like bringing awareness to how you feel. And then if that's not how you want to feel, making a change. And for us, what we really recommend to people is bringing compassion and love into their life for themselves more than anything, because I think we beat ourselves up more than anybody else. I don't think people really go around thinking, I wonder how Greg is doing right now. I wonder if he needs my help. You know, it really is our responsibility to be aware of how we are in this moment and how we're affecting our life and the lives of others. And if that's not, when we look at that and it's not the way we want it, then it's time to make a change. And that first change for me, and what we suggest with our clients, is to bring more love, more self-love into their life. And sometimes it's very difficult. The change is when you look in the mirror and said, I love you. And what would your reaction be? Is that something that you could do? And a lot of people will say, I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. So that's a place to start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And just to add on to that too is it's how do I feel in the moment? What am I thinking about? What am I telling myself in the moment? And what is my behavior based on? Because it's almost always based on how you feel, what you're telling yourself, and how you feel about yourself. So raising that awareness and then curing it with love.
Yeah, I love that. And that is so powerful. That is something I have also with the self-love. That was definitely a struggle of mine in the past. And I can totally relate how challenging it might be, even facing yourself and saying in front of a mirror, I love you. And if somebody is now there like, yep, I can relate to that. I don't want to go there. I don't want to see myself. I don't want to say that I don't really fully love myself. What can they do? I'm asking a lot. I'm like, what can they do?
Well, that's where they really want to connect with somebody who has a vision. So that's why there's more than one of us in the world. Because so many times looking at that vision in the mirror, what you're seeing is a reflection that really is wrought with old information. And many times it takes somebody else to give you some guidance of other questions to ask, other perspectives, other ways to look at things. So that's really our special sauce in life, is being able to ask the questions that will allow the body to tell their owner where to start, what to do.
And yes, so we love to have fun with what we're doing. We hate to have the heaviness. We're all about getting rid of the heaviness. So we invented a 5-day experience called Heal Your Life with Love. And it's an online experience where we talk about different types of love and how to get to the basis of how to love more, how to love other people, how to love yourself, how to connect with love all around us and bring it in, how to feel that love in your body, all in little snippets for a couple of days, so that you can feel that fullness of the love. You can feel how it is to know that you are divinely loved by the universe. you can then bring that love out to other people, to your actions, to your business. And that just makes a huge difference for everyone when they feel that love and able to give that love to other people. So that's what we're doing in our 5-day experience, Heal Your Life with Love.
This is all about making love your superpower so you can heal the parts of your life that are not the way you want them.
Yeah.
And really move into life feeling loved and loving where you're at.
Yeah. And it starts in just a couple of weeks, and we would love to have all of you guys join us.
That sounds so much fun, and it is amazing too that you have put that together and sharing your wisdom in this format, because I feel like that will be so helpful for people who are listening to now. Like, so how, like, I want to join, so what can I do? Like, where do I sign up?
Yeah. So we'll give you a link. We'll have a link, and it is
What's it called, the link?
Heal Your Life with Love.
Yeah.
So
Heal Your Life with Love, and I will also add it to the comments below, so you can just click that and join this 5-day experience and bring even more love into your life.
absolutely.
Yeah, wonderful.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So I am so excited about that upcoming experience. So I know I have taken a lot of time and I have asked a lot of questions because I've been so excited because you have so much wisdom to share. So may I still ask if you have one special message that you would like to share that could inspire the people who are watching this right now?
And I alluded to it before, where I always turn in those difficult moments is go to humor and go to light. Lighten the mood, lighten what you're feeling. Let the divine take some of that heaviness away from you in the moment and turn to laughter and jokes and having fun to lift your spirits in the moment. Let love be your superpower, and let humor be the way to get there.
Oh, thank you. Let love be your superpower. I just love that, and I will remember that. So thank you so much, Antonia and Craig. It has been so lovely to have you here and hear more about your journey and hear more about the powerful work that you do.
Thank you
Katja.
so much, Katja. We love you.
Yeah.
Thank you, and I love you too. Let's just bring more love into all of our lives. And thank you for watching the Path to Purpose interview show. And if you want to subscribe to this channel, you will get updates when the next episode is up. And let's have love as our superpower. So join the experience, and I will see you there. And thank you for watching. Stay well and stay blessed.
Bye.